What's up, guys? What's the sound like, son? Sound good, guys? Let me know. Oh, man. All right. We're awake. I'm trying to get my headphones working, man. My headphones don't seem to want to work. Let me see. Hey, what's up, Richard Barrios? Good morning. Test. Sound good, guys? Let me know. If it does, we're good. We don't have to worry about it. All right, what else do we have on our list? There we go. All right, guys. Sound is good. Hey, yeah, man, we're up early, bro. I'm telling you. What's up, Leslie? Good morning. Good morning. All right, so we do have some fundamental data coming out today. Specifically, Empire manufacturing number, export and import prices, retail sales numbers, and then Bostic at 8:45 is discussing monetary policy. I missed the Astros-Angels game. I know the Astros won, though. So you love to see it. But I didn't actually. I didn't actually watch the game. But yeah, SPY is up, man. After the PPI numbers yesterday, the SPY has a rebound big. So pretty big. Okay. Oh man. Altuve got hit in the knee. So it's good that the Angels lost, man. They hit Altuve in the knee. But it looks like Altuve came home. Good. Hey, what's up, James? What's up, Richard? Hey, what's up, Joe? All right, guys. So yeah, so again, today we got the import-export data. We got Bostic speaking at 8:45 in the morning, and then we've got import-export prices as well. Manufacturing numbers also for so we got manufacturing, Empire manufacturing numbers for July coming out at 8:30. We've got export price index for June coming out at 8:30. We got import price index month over month for June coming out at 8:30. We got retail sales coming out at 8:30 as well. We got Bostic discussing monetary policy at 8:45. We got industrial production numbers coming out at 9:15. We got business inventories at 10. And so that's kind of what we got going on today. Slow day. It's going to be a Friday. Fridays are usually pretty slow. I also think I'm going to trade just some regular stocks today. I don't know. Futures kind of beat me up yesterday, to be completely honest. But everything is good, man. Everything is up, which is honestly kind of what you want to see here. You know what I mean? Looks like Bitcoin is doing well too. Bitcoin back up to almost 21K. Oh. All right, guys, but yeah, the SPY is up today. I guess the only question is, does the SPY hold the gains it's made over the last like 24 hours or so? What do you guys think? Tough call. Yeah, it's Friday, guys. I'm going to do a poll right now. Let me know what you guys think. Basically, the poll is going to be, does the market hold the gains? We also have Blackrock earnings this morning. So if we want to look at BLK, you can see BLK earnings coming out today also. All right, guys. Pins, we're watching pins. You know, again, we got import-export data numbers. And again, let me know what you guys are watching this morning. It could be a slower day. I mean, like I said, Bitcoin's bouncing all the way back. Here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin back up to almost 21K here this morning. We'll see if we get anything extra pumping up for this one. Where did my music go? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. I was about to say. Let's go way back with music. There we go. Hey, what's up, James? I have a low ball bid for Mullen at 97 cents. KSPN. 470s, we'll see. I know TBLT's gapping up some. We got Blackrock, BLK earnings. I don't know when they're going to come out. Pinterest had some type of catalyst here. So they had something. Pinterest had a bit investor double down. Yeah, I seen that. Hey, all good, James. No worries, bro. Yeah, for Pinterest, if we look at PINS here, activist investor Elliot, he has about a 9% stake in Pinterest. He's been in discussions with them. Elliott Management has been in discussion with the company as basically the catalyst here. Didn't really give us too much more information. All right, so yeah, today we got retail sales Wells Fargo, Citigroup, and United Group earnings. Same thing with BlackRock as well. All right, so yeah, Wells Fargo earnings are out. Yeah, we got WFC earnings. Hey, what's up, guys? What do you think about HYMC? Personally shorting it for the free pennies. EVTL Pinterest has a big investor double down. Yeah, for sure. Should I buy some options today? I'm kind of thinking about doubling down on some stuff here. I'm honestly kind of tempted to buy a put option. I'm kind of tempted to buy a put option. Should I? Pinterest is up there. Again, we got Wells Fargo, which is WFC earnings. Should I buy a put option today, guys? On the broader market, probably like the SPY or Q. The market hold its gains from yesterday is the poll for this morning, guys. That's the poll for today. We got Blackrock earnings also, BLK earnings. Here's the Q itself. Here's Tesla. Here's Twtr. So, does the market hold its gains, guys? I know Tony. I still see Tony. Tony messaged me when I was in Michigan. I got to message him back, to be honest. It's been a while. Hey, what's up, JB? All right, so a lot of people were talking about, John, when did you start? When did you stream for the first time? A few years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. Honestly, guys, I kind of want to buy a put option today. Not like an expensive put option. What's like a cheap? I'm thinking like Apple maybe, right? Like I think Apple might react to the broader market, but also be pretty cheap put options. It'll be cheaper to buy like an Apple put option than it would be to buy like a SPY or Q put option, right? Trade all products. There we go. So here's the option chain. All right, so if I want like a late July option, so a 2-week option, should I go with like a late July option or should I go with like a week-long option? You know, like I could buy a put option on Apple. Ooh, man, that's kind of expensive, bro. Damn. Oh, no, that's the strike price. Okay, I could buy a put option on Apple. The bid will be like 55 cents, like from like... Oh, no, wait, this is Redbox. I'm sorry. Oh, I can buy Redbox put options. Interesting. Anyways, outside of that, yeah, I could buy an Apple put option. I could buy an Apple put option for like a few $100, like $200. You know, for July 22nd, 147 strike. So like here for a week. Oh, I think we might reject at 150. And if we do reject at 150 and come back down short term, I'll be able to profit from a short term put option. What do you guys think? So like here is the Apple put option I'm thinking about buying. Oh wait, this is a call option. I don't want the call. I want the put. Oh, this is the one I want. Okay, my apologies. Yeah. But what are the nuance that I have to figure out? Here's the Apple put option that I want to buy. What do you guys think about that idea? Short term, of course. I think the market is up too much in the last day, and I think it'll correct back down. I can't buy it until at the opening bell, so it's all relative to what happens at the opening bell, I guess. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, at least. Bro, Valdez, man, he's been so clutch, dude. Looks like he got beat up a little bit, but he's been so clutch, man. Who's that guy? Good morning, John. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful Friday. What's up, Sean? That's why I'm hoping to have at least 65 put contracts. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm thinking about just getting kind of like a, you know, like I said, man, like a weekly put option. It depends on what the market looks like at the opening bell. So it's really going to be relative to like import-export pricing and all the stuff that's out. But yeah, here's the option contract for Apple. I think Apple's cheap enough to make it worthwhile. In other stocks moving today, we got USEA starting to pop up. If we look at the catalyst for this one, it's at 434s. I looking good though, man, and this is kind of why I want to buy a put option, is because I think at least short term we're gonna have a downward correction. At least short term. I don't know about long term, but I think short term we're gonna drop back down some. But I might be wrong, man. It is Friday, you know. USEA did have a catalyst, United Maritime Holdings. The catalyst for this one, I don't see a catalyst for USEA. It's a cannabis stock. Oh wait. Company on Tuesday announced the acquisition of 4 oil tankers, but that's it, man. It wasn't something super crazy, to be honest here. Yeah, show said I think the Fed Waller speaking yesterday was the catalyst. Yeah, that's probably accurate. But I mean, today we do have import-export prices, retail sales numbers. We got a few earnings, bank earnings being released, and more. So I mean, you know, we'll see. There we go. All right, guys, look at USEA here, man. Oh, wait, I got to change my base orders now that I'm not trading futures again. Hold on. Order defaults. Yeah, we're going to change it to, what, 25 shares is what we're used to. There we go. All right, that should be, there you go. All right, we're going to buy this. Don't judge me. Wait, we got to change the time in force. If we can hurry up and buy it at least. Oh, okay, we're ready. All right. All right, we're in 50 shares of USEA. It might be a little bit risky, but that's okay. Again, let me know if let me know what you're buying this morning. Again, I might be buying put options on the broader market. Blackrock did post some earnings that just came out. So here's BLK. Didn't really react much as it doesn't, but BlackRock reported second quarter EPS of 706 per share, which is really profitable, to be honest. As of course, I mean, BlackRock's what, the biggest fund in the world? All right, so we're in this here. I might add a little bit more to this. We'll see. Yeah. We got Wells Fargo. I got so many things up right now. It's hard to watch everything. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that. Let's put this back up. All right, so we're starting to dip here for USCA. I'm gonna add one more 25 share position and just let that be it. All right, so we're pulling back to 420 for USCA. We'll see if it holds. Here's the SPY. SPY's still looking good here. And again, I don't mind it because it's just going to mean put options. All right, so we're getting a substantial pullback here. I'll wait. I mean, it's not terrible yet. SPY's still pushing up pretty nicely here. We can't hold 4. We'll just cut this. Nexie. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Stop begging for money, bro, in the comment section, dude. Come on now, man. You know better than that. You can't beg for money here, sir. You're probably just some dude that's trying to see if you can scam people, man. Get out of here, dude. You know? Not today, sir. Not today. Ooh. All right, so we're in USCA. I could add another 25 shares, make it 100. I guess that's true. Should I? And we're also probably gonna be buying some put options this morning, huh? We'll see how that goes. Let's go 1 minute chart up. All right, we're at 100 shares here. We'll just make it easy. iPhone update is now allowing picture-in-picture on the YouTube. What do you mean by that, Pawn? I'm not sure. I don't have an iPhone, brother. I got a Samsung, man. I'm an Android guy, you know. All right, we're in 100 shares of USCA. We had this big volume rip, and now we're kind of dipping down here, and I don't mind holding it. I mean, I have been kind of scaling up my size some, to be honest here. So, like, we'll see if it can continue up. But, yeah, we'll see. Getting a big dip here. We're not going to hold this forever. We'll give it a chance to bounce, but like, if I lose $15, $20 from this trade, we'll be okay. Again, we're honestly kind of waiting for the market to open up, because I do want to buy put options on the SPY here. So now you're aware on Samsung where if you're on the YouTube app, you can swipe up and YouTube stays in a little window. Oh yeah, Carol, my wife Carol has that problem. It's terrible for the iPhone, bro. And then some of it is like they're trying to make you pay more for it. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest, man, because it's kind of like it should be an obvious and self-evident addition to the platform. You know what I mean? Like, my wife can't listen to anything on YouTube while she's doing anything else. Like, if she's running or if she's like doing anything else trying to multitask, she's not able to do it because YouTube basically stops playing if she's not on the big window. So it's like when we're running is when we'll go for walks and stuff. When we're doing that, she can't do it, man. She got to just kind of sit there. We use my phone a lot because, you know, it's just kind of how it goes, but yeah, it's about time they updated that, bro. All right, so we're still in USCA here. I don't know what we're gonna get with this. SPY's still up there. I guess we're gonna cut it. I mean, I don't feel like losing too much on this one, and so we'll get out of that baby there, and that's okay. Yeah. Hey, that's a nice pawn. I'll tell Carol about it, dude. Because honestly, I don't have an iPhone, so I never run into that issue. But I know Carol has a bunch of times, to be honest. Like Carol has run into that issue a bunch, you know. A flop a set. Now there's a flush on the board. Great. Ooh, now there's a full house on the board. Time to bet. Yeah, we're just gonna go all in for you. Got him. You love it. Took his whole stack. Hey. You flop a set of twos, then you get a paired eights on the board. Hey. You love to see it. I might have gotten even faked out for USCA here, but to be honest, I'm just glad. To be honest, man, I'm just glad I'm trading stocks again. I think futures are valuable if you don't have an account my size. But if you've got the account my size, you probably shouldn't be trading in futures. And I guess that's kind of what I learned. Let's see if $4 holds for USCA here. Again, we got Citigroup announcing earnings today. Blackrock announcing earnings. Wells Fargo announcing earnings. So yeah, we just got a bunch of earnings releases today. Yeah, for sure. It was my biggest pet peeve too, man. Yeah, and I can even I'll show you guys one day, but I can do it easily on my phone, on an Android, bro. It's just automatic, man. Again, and I'm not saying iPhones are worse, but iPhones are definitely worse. Androids are just better phones, to be completely honest. I had an iPhone, and like 10 years ago. Androids are just better. Everything that happens for an iPhone happened for an Android beforehand. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, iPhone is just better. Or out of that, I'm sorry, Android is just better phone. It's just a better phone, man. You know, it's more intuitive for a tech nerd like me. Is really what it is. It's just a better phone for a tech nerd like me. Hey, what's up, TradeX? Hey, good morning, good morning. What's up, Robert? Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We certainly appreciate you all. SPY's still ramping up here. Again, making me want to buy put options even more. Short-term put options, of course. I think if I buy options, I don't know if I'm going to be able to scalp them like I normally do stocks. But I am okay with buying like a 1 or 2 day hold option, like an option that I can hold for a day or two and capitalize on short-term extension, which is ultimately what I'm trying to do. I think my accuracy rate will be pretty high with these type of strategies. And yeah, we'll see. Oh, nice. All right, guys. Wells Fargo popped up too here. So yeah, the amount of time I've heard iPhone users say you can do that to something that I do on Android is crazy. 100%, man. Hey, what's up, TradeX? It's evening in India. Hey, well, good evening to you, sir. Kyle said, I lost 6,000 my first last week in futures, reviewed my trades. Now I'm up 800 this week on futures. It's been a hard learning situation. Originally a 10K account. Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest hurdle for futures trading, to be completely honest, in my opinion, is the sizing. The sizing is the hardest thing for me to get used to, even though I've traded on Top Step a heavy amount, like transitioning from like the way I normally trade in stocks, having, to having to trade, it's just harder. But if you can get it right, again, it's really useful for somebody that doesn't have a 30K account, right? Because like if you saw me trade the last few days, I was trading pretty actively without needing the 30K account, And so it can be pretty useful, to be honest. It can be pretty useful. And so it's one of those things. And check out Top Step. I still think Top Step's the cheapest way, especially if you don't have that much money. Top Step, you could try them out for like $160, and actually legitimately try them out. See if you can get funded. At least test yourself in futures. And they're legit regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and you can see the link there if you want to check them out. I'm a little biased, of course, but I still think like Top Step. Again, I tried trading futures on TOS, and I got destroyed yesterday. And so I think Top Step is going to be valuable for traders, to be honest. SPY still ramping up, pushing up highs here. Here's Wells Fargo. Again, import-export numbers come out in about an hour. Is there any event today? Well, it's not about an event. Today we have import-export prices, manufacturing numbers, bank earnings, and a lot more. So we got import-export prices, bank earnings, manufacturing numbers today. I'll drop it at 8:30 mostly, and then I think we got some type of somebody speaking as well. Let me look it up. Yeah. So right now. All right, so yeah, we got manufacturing, import-export prices, retail sales numbers today. Is what we got going on. So import-export, retail sales, manufacturing numbers today. All releasing at 8:30 this morning. So all coming out at 8:30 today. And so yeah. Oh, and then also we got Raphael Bostic is speaking on monetary policy at 8:45. So we got that too going on. And Wells Fargo ramping back up here, to be honest. If we look at Wells Fargo, they put in, they dropped their numbers. We'll cover it. Here's the Wells Fargo numbers. They did come out with their numbers here. So we'll post their numbers here. Here's the Wells Fargo numbers. Yeah. Wells Fargo showed missed results, and I think this is going to be a pretty common theme with a lot of the earnings we're going to have going on today, to be honest here. I think it's going to be pretty common for missed earnings reports in this situation. Wells Fargo, even though it showed missed results, is kind of rebounding some back in pre-market today. Again, I wonder if this is going to be a sign of kind of how it's going to be moving forward. I don't know. What do you think the retail numbers will be? I don't think it'll be very positive. Yeah, I don't think it will as well. But I think today we've had some positive reactions to worse earnings. And banking specifically. And so it's one of those things where it's like, even if it's bad, it depends on how the market's been reacting to these things. And today the market's been reacting okay to some of this stuff. We can see like Blackrock earnings didn't really react as they do, but Citigroup, nothing really. Wells Fargo, not the best reaction, but it's not the worst either, to be honest. So we'll see what happens today. Again, we got some stuff going on later. Yeah, FFIE looks strong. I mean, it's running up some. Here's Tesla. Tesla up to 7/17 today, so that's good. Y'all don't judge me, but yesterday I went and I bought one of those adjustable beds with the remotes. Bro, I'm so excited, dude. Honestly, the freaking salesman got me though, bro. I'm still kind of mad about this, man. We go in to buy a couch for my foyer. So we go in to buy a couch. So we buy a couch. And I tell the dude I got acid reflux. And the dude's kind of like, okay, well, look, we got these adjustable beds, bro. And he's like, and the great thing is they're half off, man. And he's like, and you could take it home today. And so I'm like, okay, great. Like, let's go look at it. How much is that? And he's like, oh, it's $1,000, which I think is objectively cheap for a king size remote controlled adjustable bed for $1,000. That's pretty cheap, I think, right? And so I was kind of like, okay, well, like that's reasonable. I want to take it home today, though. Where's it at? I'll take it, you know? And then he says, oh, well, and then after I pay for it, my man says, oh, wait, you know, it's not going to be here for a week. I'm sitting there like, bro, you pulled the old switcheroo on me, dude. Come on now, man. How dare you, sir? We pay for it, everything. Now you're going to pull the whole switcheroo. I should have asked for a refund, bro. I'm too nice to these people, man. I'm too nice, bro. You know? I'm too nice to salesmen. Because they pulled the old switcheroo on me. I'm still mad about it. I'm legitimately excited, though, on my about my adjustable bed. I'm legitimately excited, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I was. Honestly, my man free my grandma knows, bro. That's honestly exactly why, dude. Literally exactly why. Like, I stayed in my mother-in-law's in Michigan, and she had an adjustable bed, and I stayed on that son of a, you know, and it honestly, it felt good. It felt good, man. I like that bed, man. And I have acid reflux, and so it's a justifiable expense. Maybe I'll be able to write it off, bro. Maybe I'll be able to write it off, you know. But yeah, that bed was nice. Hey, congrats. Everybody give my man David a congrats. He just had a baby. Congrats, brother. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You're not going to get much sleep for the next few weeks, bro. But beautiful part of life, man. Beautiful part of life. My kids are old now. But yeah, man. Enjoy it, dude. Fun time. Really fun time, man. You know. And don't worry. You'll do great, bro. You'll do great, man. All right, guys. So, yeah. So, SPY up to 379.40s if it's your first baby. If it's not your first baby, nah, you got that. I'm no doctor, but I don't think a new mattress will cure acid reflux. Yeah, that would normally be true. And I'm not saying it's going to cure my acid reflux. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying, though, is that one of the biggest problems with my acid reflux is that I wake up in the morning and my stomach's just burning, you know. One of the reasons my stomach's burning is because I lay horizontally at night, and when that happens, the acid creeps up my esophagus, right? And so what I do in these situations is you raise the mattress. This is an adjustable mattress, so you can actually sit it up ever so slightly. You can sit it up ever so slightly and sleep good, you know, and the acid won't come up my stomach. And so I'll basically kind of sit up a little bit when I sleep, not like a ton to make it uncomfortable, but I'll be able to sit up a little bit while I sleep. I'll be able to raise the mattress a little bit more vertically so I can sleep better, and it will be 100%. It'll be better for my acid reflux. It was when I was out of town. So I think my headphones are about to die. Where's my other headphones, man? Dude, I got so many pairs of freaking headphones. I left my good pair at my mother-in-law's in Michigan. Yeah, I've tried everything for apple cider vinegar. It just doesn't work, you know. I mean, I have tried it. To be completely honest, mostly, I think I just want this bed so I can sit up at night. My acid reflux is mostly gone, though, to be honest. It's cold in here, so you're going to see Hoodie John. My acid reflux is mostly gone at this point in time. I don't think I actually had acid reflux. I think I was just sensitive to tomatoes is what it really is, right? Because I don't really have stomach problems anymore. The only time I get sick is if I eat pizza. If I eat pizza or something, like if I go to Cane's and get a lot of ketchup, then I'll feel sick, right? But if I don't do that, and I kind of gave up ketchup, which kind of sucks, to be honest, because I love ketchup. And so I gave up ketchup and barbecue sauce. And I really haven't had stomach problems since then, in all honesty. And so, yeah, I truly think that it was mostly just a sensitivity to tomatoes, unfortunately. And I love tomatoes too, bro. I love ketchup, really. Um, and so it's kind of a sad thing for me, but my stomach feels fine. I'm still gonna enjoy this adjustable bed though. I don't get it for a freaking week, man. I'm gonna rock the hoodie today. Hey, don't judge me. I look good in this hoodie, and y'all know it. I got my mug this morning. You know, don't judge me. Okay. Hey, what's up, Kyle? I like sriracha too, but it's got tomato base in it too, man. So I can't eat that either. I can only have small quantities of ketchup. But my problem is when I dip chicken in ketchup or anything in ketchup, really, I dose those things in ketchup, man. I just eat way too much ketchup. And so that's really what's bad for my stomach. All right, guys, SPY dipping down a little bit. I kind of hope it holds up here because I do want to buy put options for this thing, man. I really do. I want to buy puts. I want to buy puts on maybe Apple or the SPY. Depends on which one's ultimately cheaper, to be honest here. If we're looking at, we'll see. You know, we're gonna glance at some things here. But I'm pretty sure Apple puts are going to be cheaper than SPY or Q puts or something like that. Any other small? What else can I buy puts on that's cheaper? You know what I mean? What was the other? What's the little mini market ETFs? Like it's not the SPY, but it's like a smaller, cheaper version. I've seen it before. What is it like? TQQQ is one, right? Yeah, TQQQ is one. Can I buy puts on the TQQQ? Ooh, I can. And they're way cheaper. Okay, I'll probably just buy puts on that. I think that's a lot cheaper way to speculate on the broader market, right? Are there any flaws to that logic, guys? I'm not much of like an options guru here, so like y'all help me out. Where's Tony at when you need him, man? So stop doing it. Yeah. Stop hating, CT. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Hey, what's up, Fonz? Hey, what's up, fam? Good morning, bro. Yeah, and I know some people were talking about starting a fantasy football league. Here's the problem. I can start it. I can organize it. I've just never done one before. Like, the only fantasy league I've ever played was DraftKings UFC MMA fantasy drafts, right? I've never actually done one. And I'm a big college and NFL watcher and fan. Like, I watch college ball and NFL. But I've just never played fantasy. I'm not saying I never bet on sports, you know. I mean, I think I would say a majority of men bet on sports, to be completely honest. You know, I think it's far above what most people think it really is. Because I think every guy I've ever spoken to, most of the time, a large majority of the dudes I know bet on sports. And maybe it's just my circle, but with that said, though, I've never actually like played fantasy football, and so I don't really know how that goes. I know you draft and you pick players and all that stuff, but I've never actually done it myself. And so I don't know if me organizing it is the best idea. Now we can use my group and y'all can do it and I'll plug it and promote it or whatever you guys, if you want to like try to do a big one. But y'all are going to have to walk me through some of those steps, to be honest. Yeah, Fonz over here just doing great. Just about every stock I'm watching is trading within cents of max pain this market. Hey, what's up, Laura? Yeah, I mean, I might short the SPY and put. I don't know. Are there any flaws in my TQQQ short option put option logic? Like, here's the TQQQ, right? It's just like a little baby version of the SPY. Think of like little baby SPY here, or the baby Q. I guess we should probably say this is like baby Q, right? And so, as opposed to like the regular Q here on the right, you know, this is like the little mini baby version of it. Okay. And so are there any is there any flaws to the logic of why don't I just buy put options on the TQQQ instead of the QQQ? Because put options are going to be cheaper here versus here, you know, and it's the same thing. I mean, look at this: big move up, sideways pre-market, big move up, sideways pre-market. So it's the same thing. And it's just going to be a lot cheaper put options to buy it here on the left side than buy the actual Q. Is there an equivalent version of this on the SPY? Is there T-SPY or something like that? Or what's the little SPY one? I don't know. Let me know, guys. SQQQ. Well, that's short QQQ, I'm assuming, right? Pew, pew, pew. Hey. USCA? Man, I got stopped out of USCA. I'm still kind of mad about it. I mean, I would have never held through this, but I got stopped out of this one this morning. SPY dipping down some, though. Should I buy this dip? We just bought 15 shares of the SPY. We'll see what happens. Buying puts at what time? I don't know. I'm gonna see. My plan is to buy week long put options at the opening bell because I think the market will correct some short term. And maybe I'm wrong. I wish I could buy them right now, but I can't. I could also short the SPY right now. I mean, that is also an options. And, you know, I know it's ironic because I just bought a long position on the SPY, but I could short it as well. What do you guys think? Yeah, we'd be fine with that. Okay. No? Fonz, what's wrong, bro? No what? Oh, snap. The hood's up. Energy's high. Hey. Don't blame me. Blame my coffee today, bro. Hedging? Yeah. Hedging would be, I mean, I guess I could take a put option and go long here, but I'm not really a big hedging guy. Like, I don't really like straggles or anything like that. You spent over 3K on 15 shares? Well, I mean, if I can throw it around, I can throw it around, Derek. I mean, I don't think it really matters how much the shares cost. It's all about my risk. You know, in short-term trading, you don't use how much you spent on the shares as your risk. I mean, that's silly. My risk is more so, you know, in this situation, my risk is probably down to 378.80. So my risk is ultimately, you know, 14 cents. You know what I mean? And so it's not obscenely high or anything like that. So my risk is 14 cents a share, you know. So 15 times 14, whatever that is. And so it's not like I'm risking some obscene amount buying shares of the SPY here. Again, option market is closed right now, so I can't buy options right now. You got to wait for the market to open. USCA did pop, though. SPY at 379.02, so we're kind of watching that also. It is Friday, though, guys, so remember, volume's historically lower on days like today. So we'll see if it holds. I might add a little bit more here, too. All right, so there's 30 shares of the SPY. We'll see if that works. Well, really, it would be 15 times 0.14 instead. So it'd be my risk would be like $2.40. You know. All right, well, we're green here. Let's see if we ride this up. We bought the little baby dip here, man. USCA is still just pumping up. It's at almost 440s. I bought 65 put contracts of Apple instead of 6 by mistake. Ooh. How, though? You must have done that yesterday. Go wild. Hey, peer pressure, short it. Pull a. Everybody's doing it. Just try it one time. See how it feels. You know? Just the tip. You know? All right, so we're greening our little baby SPY trade. Now, it's a baby SPY trade, like I said, but I don't mind being green. I'll just let it hold here, and then maybe we'll buy a put option after the opening bell. Honestly, I kind of wanted to buy a put option. We were way up here at 379.50, but I didn't because the market's closed, or you can't buy options that early. So you got to wait for the opening bell. So we'll be speculating on options after the open. But again, I don't know what or how many I'm going to buy or what I'm going to buy or anything like that. And we'll see, man. But look at USEA just ramping up, guys, at 450s. Right now, 450s. Wow. We'll go ahead and lock in, I guess, this and then hold the rest risk-free without worrying about it now. Oh, no. I believe TQQ is more beneficial when buying shares with bullish sentiment. Not sure about the strategy for options on it, though. Hey, I appreciate that show. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it anyways, man. But yeah, again, I mean, it's not going to be some short-term. I mean, I don't know. I always say, hey, I'm not going to sell this quickly. And then as soon as I'm in like significant profit, I'm out, which is kind of one of the reasons that I'm able to make money in the market. But I'm also just a huge trading wimp in that regard. And so it's all good, I guess. I think my headphones are about to die. USEA dipping down a little bit now. Should we add to that, or what are we doing here, guys? SPY is at 379s, and I'm still thinking about put options after the bell this morning. Again, if you got any agreements or disagreements with that strategy, let me know. All right, SPY dipping all the way back down now. Hey, you as well, Robit. Hey, good morning, bro. Here's USEA dipping down some too. We got Tesla. Tesla under the previous closing price. So Tesla is now technically green on the day. Agree on puts? Yeah, puts I think are probably an obvious bet right now, but you never know, man. It's Friday. Market just go crazy. At the very least, though, I think it'll be small risk. All right, market's starting to push back up some. Again, Tesla below the previous closing price. Here's Twitter. Here's the Q. We've got Blackrock, Wells Fargo earnings, Citigroup earnings, USCA ripping up in pre-market all the way back up to test that top of the range here. Cup and handle breakout pattern, if you guys see this. So you got the cup. Here's the cup and handle, and this is just a ridiculously profitable trading strategy. Look at the cup. Look at the handle. Bounce. Beautiful example of it. Now, who knows if this will actually hold, though, but we'll see. I'm getting slow stream. Anyone else? Yeah, I've been a little bit slow to report some stuff on Twitter today. My apologies, guys. My apologies. All right, so we do have the SPY starting to dip down. It's at 379. We still got 15 shares. Tesla. Yeah, look at USCA just ramp up here, guys. Just ramp up. All right, guys, so we're starting to go red here, but man, look at USEA. This thing is going absolutely nuts right now. USEA is freaking going absolutely crazy. Up to 460s, 470s. Wow. Who knew? Yeah, I mean, we do have fiber optic internet, so we shouldn't be having major problems with our internet. But if we are, let me know. I mean, it certainly could be happening. No, I mean, listen, you get a lot of people. So, Elf, again, I'm going to say this. And again, just understand, like, I'm not trying to knock you for anything, okay? I get people all the time that say, hey, the stock market's manipulated. Hey, the stock market's manipulating. Most of the time, it's because the stocks aren't going in their preferred direction. You know what I mean? So if the stock market's going up, they say, oh, manipulation. If the stock market's going down, they say, oh, manipulation. And I'm not saying there's not manipulation. What I'm saying, though, is that the PPI and the CPI numbers were already pretty baked in. Like, yeah, the market moved up yesterday. But, like, we have gotten pretty brutal drops now in the market since the 8th of July. So for the last week, the market has just tanked here. You know, it's still down heavily over the last week. So we drop. At this point in time, though, everything's already kind of baked in to the CPI data. Like, the market has dropped every day for the last 5 days, basically, except for yesterday. And so at a certain point, everything's already baked in. Everything's already priced in, if that makes sense. And so, you know, it's not about if the market was that easy to predict, people, it would be too easy to a certain extent, if that makes sense, right? Like, if it was that easy to say, oh, well, CPI was bad, let's short the market right after the CPI's dropped, then everybody would just be rich, because all you'd have to do is wait for bad CPI numbers to come out, and then you would just click short and just sit. You know, it'd be too easy, you know? And so with that, a lot of this move is just already baked in, man. The market's already dropped pretty drastically since June. Late June, the market's been mostly dropping, and we're still down pretty big. You know, we were at 393 highs in late June, and we're at 378 now. And so the market's not just going to fall. The market's already fallen a lot. You know, here's a daily chart. The market's dropped very big since January. And so with that, you know, at a certain point, extension on the downside is there. You know, we're going to get out break even here. At the same time, though, it's one of those things where I might buy put options at the opening bell because I do think that we're a little bit too high at this point. I think the rebound, I think we're a little overbought, but I might be wrong. You know, of course, not an investment professional, not liable if you lose. Always make your own assessment, trade responsibly. No idea what the market's going to do. Please don't copy me. Sheer speculation, but yeah, that's kind of my logic behind it, I guess. If the stock market is not manipulated, how do you explain the graph of all companies moving with the same pattern? If this is not rigged or manipulation, what is it? What it is sympathy. You know, stock market moves in sympathy, man. So it's like large caps are going to affect other large caps. You know, when one stock has bad earnings, the other stocks are less confident and less optimistic. You know what I mean? And so if Netflix comes out with terrible earnings and crashes, all the other stocks are probably going to crash too because it's sympathy, especially if they're like big company. Like the bigger the company, the more sympathy moves that happen from it in large caps. I'm not saying the market's not manipulated. There's always going to be a certain amount of manipulation in any market, regardless of what it is, sneakers, whatever, you know. But at the same time, you know, I think this is just baked in sympathy already. You know what I mean? I think the market's just already priced into the big drops that we've been putting in over the last 6 months. And so even though inflation was worse than expected, people already expected it. The market doesn't react day of. The market reacts a week prior. You know what I mean? So it's like market's reacting leading up to the earnings or fundamental data release. That's when the market's reacting, not right afterwards, you know? Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, you know? And while I get the market might not be doing what you want it to do, yeah, I still think we'll be okay. Hey, my man. Thank you, Mozart. I appreciate you, brother. Sorry, just catching back up on chat. Citigroup earnings. Yeah, Citigroup earnings. USCA finally dipping down here. Here's Citi. Citi did drop earnings. It's at 44.70s. Almost 48. So we can look at the catalyst here. Citigroup dropped in second quarter EPS of 219, better than expected results. Beat the 169 estimate, sales of 19.6 beat. So Citigroup actually put in better than expected numbers here. Just to drop these real quick. Here's the Citigroup numbers. Not bad, you know, not bad. But yeah, Citigroup just put in better than expected numbers, better than expected results. Not too shabby here, guys. And again, we'll see what we get. Citigroup still breaking highs, better than expected results. And again, just going by exactly what I just said, Citigroup is raising up because Citigroup is raising up, and so what happens is the stock market follows it back up. You know, so Citigroup is ripping up, and so the SPY is kind of following it in sympathy, if that makes sense, right? And so it's not an exact science, but kind of, you know, this is kind of how other things follow each other, put in the same patterns, put in the same movements, is because they're all kind of related to each other, depending on how big the company is. And with Citi being a pretty big bank, it's going to impact everything else. And so this is going to certainly impact markets. And right now, Citigroup is flying up. You can see the earnings down there, better than expected. Earnings beat for Citigroup. Man. And again, I'm not saying the market isn't manipulated. It's always going to be manipulated, you know. But one thing that I've seen a lot over the last few years is people being wrong about their directional predictions and then blaming it on manipulation when they are wrong. You know, I've seen it in AMC GameStop traders. I've seen it in large cap traders. I've seen it in short-term day traders, long-term investors, everything. And at a certain point, sometimes people are just wrong. You know, sometimes people are wrong. The stock market is more so about mass psychology than it is health of companies. You know, health of companies matter, of course, and impact the psychological view of these companies, but like it's more so mass psychology and reactivity. And so, you know, it's not an exact science. And we can try to predict what's going to happen, but it's all based off of probabilities, and we never really know in the end. SPY dipping down. Yeah, USCA flying. Yeah, bad or good result from big company will impact the market, but how can you explain that every investor buy and sell at the same rate to generate the same graph for every single company? I mean, every company doesn't have the same graph, bro. I mean, look, we can look at the SPY here, for instance. Here's the SPY, and here's Citi. And so it might be similar, but it's not the exact same graph. It's not the exact same thing. If anything, you can see the SPY has been a little bit more sideways as opposed to Citi, which has just kind of been breaking down. So it's certainly not the same graph. There's subtle differences, but there's a common saying, and this has been going on for, you know, this has been said for a long time, which is that 3 out of 4 stocks follow the broader market, right? So 3 out of 4 stocks are going to follow the S&P 500, basically. And so they might look like the S&P 500 mostly because the S&P 500 is made up of these big companies. But with that said, you know, it's not a perfect science. Hey, what's up, Beach? Same pattern and almost the same graph. Yeah, because they're mostly following the same market news and activity. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things like large caps follow each other. That's 3 out of 4 of them follow each other. Not all of them, but a majority of them do. You know, and that's obvious. The reason that's the case is because they react to the same fundamental news and catalysts and releases. You know, they react in sympathy with each other. You know, and traders react with it too. All right, so Citigroup dipping down a little bit here. SPY is consolidating, still green. Again, I'm pretty interested in buying a put option. But I think I gotta wait until the opening bell, which we got about an hour and a half. All right, so my headphones are dead. I miss USCA. How long out are you buying the put? It might be a week or two, I think. About a week or two, most likely. I miss USCA. All right, so the Google split is Monday. Yeah. I don't know. So Google split is Monday. Thank you, Pawn. I appreciate that update, to be honest. That might be helpful. I think big boys use similar algos to generate almost the same graph for every single company. The small difference is the pattern or retail investors. Maybe. Uh, but I don't think it's again, be honest. Elf, be honest, bro. Did you have put options? Are you holding put options right now? Be honest. As honest as you can be. Be honest. Don't say no just because, but are you holding put options right now? Or short position of any kind? Correct me if I'm wrong, Apple and QQQ or 1 month chart looks alike. Well, yeah, of course they do. I mean, Apple's a huge company. The Q is made up of huge companies. And so, of course, they follow each other. All right, well, no worries, Elf. I bought the SQQQ. Okay, thank you, sir. All right, so that's what I thought. You're betting the market's going down, bro. And again, cheers to you, man. It's all good, bro. But like I'm saying, I hear it all the time, bro. I saw it with the GameStop AMC stuff where everybody's like, yeah, to the moon, and it's like, bro, GameStop's got or AMC's got a 500 plus million float. It's got like a 20% short float and like 500 million in the float. It ain't going to the moon, And then, and I was saying that before anything. And then when it didn't and AMC dropped down to $15 a share, manipulation. It's like, no, bro, y'all bet that a stock with a 600 million float with only a 20% short float was going to be the biggest short squeeze in history. It's just not practical or logical, and then I saw him cry manipulation afterwards. And so maybe it rubbed me the wrong way, but and I like AMC. I've been saying AMC looked good from 10 to 15, 10 to really $13. I thought AMC looked great. I really did. I thought it looked great. It did look good. But is it going to go to 1,000? No, it's not. It's got 600 million in the float. There's too large. It's too large of a float. The range is killed whenever a float's that big, especially in a company under $20. And so it's not going to go to the moon. The float's too big. Short float's too small. All right. Anyways. Green or red this week, guys. I'm red for sure. So everybody make fun of me because I am super red. I'm the opposite of Ruby Rod. We're not super green up in here. All right, guys, we just did a poll 3 minutes ago. We asked people, does the market hold its gains it's made over the last 24 hours? Vote on the poll on Twitter and give me a follow. You want to. Don't be stingy with your follows, guys. Seriously. You want to. Just try one time. Hit this follow button on Twitter. Hey. Hater? Are you talking to me? Saying I'm a hater? Hater for what? Who am I hating on? Oh, my headphones died. Who am I hating on, man? Sometimes truth hurts, bro. And in the end, it's all love here. Yeah. Honestly, Citigroup had great results. Citigroup went up huge here, had better than expected results. This is the first earnings release at a major company that I've seen in like 6 months that was positive, that reacted positive as well. And so, it's the first one that I've seen that reacted this positively, to be completely honest. Surprising. Hey, what's up, DK? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Citigroup, great numbers, great earnings, better than expected results. And again, I mean, guys, it's one of those things where it's like, listen, you should never fanboy a stock so hard you get mad if somebody else doesn't like the stock. You know what I mean? Like, that's just toxic. That's not a healthy investing strategy. It gets you too emotional about moves. A huge part of investing and trading is staying objective about things. And, if you're fanboying a stock so hard that you get mad if anybody has an opposing view, then you might be a little bit too over leveraged in that security, guys. That's all I'm saying. I'll be right back. I got to go get my headphones. While I'm gone, I got to go get some headphones. While I'm gone, let me know put options at the open or no. Should I buy put options at the opening bell, guys? Give me your argument in chat right now. I will read it when we get back. Put options at the opening bell, yes or no? Let me know right now. All right, guys, I'm back. Do it now. Do it now. All right, guys, catching back up on everybody's answer. I'm betting a market crash. NASDAQ will go down. I never twittered, but I would. Join the dark side, Sarah. City earnings were great. Yeah, great earnings for Citigroup. Honestly, the first good earnings we've seen in a long time. In all honesty, man, I haven't seen some really good earnings like this, and not even that. Just like I have more so, I haven't seen like a this good of a reaction to earnings in a long time. To be honest, I haven't seen this good of a reaction to earnings in a long, long time. What the heck is going on here? There we go. All right, but yeah, I haven't seen this good of a reaction to earnings in a long time in a large cap company like Citi. Oh man, don't get excited, guys. Don't get excited. I'm just fixing my headphones here, okay? But yeah, all right. Can y'all hear the music? Why did I get this fuzzy sound in my ear, man? There we go. All right, guys. Let me check it out. AMC, 100% factual facts. Don't marry. Date, don't marry. Only you would know. Hey. Doing now puts. How's the SPY looking today? SPY looks good, to be honest, but I might buy put options on it. We could be buddies in the SPY. I'm a fanboy for Excella. Buy AMC calls. Duh. Yes. Date, don't marry stocks, guys. I'm sorry, B10. AMC owes me 2.1 million in profits. Hey, it's a lit morning. Hey, definitely not at the opening. Put or calls, especially today. If it's a really short-term put or call option, though, I think that's probably justifiable. No? If it's like super short-term, right? That might be a little bit more justifiable. I think the market will crash today would be logical after pumping Wednesday and Thursday with horrible news. Yeah, that's kind of, honestly, as much as I have kind of messed with you a little bit, Elf, I kind of agree with you, brother. I don't think the market's going to necessarily crash, but I think it might correct some because I think we might be a little overbought, a little bit in overbought territory from yesterday's numbers. It also ultimately depends on when the retail sales numbers come out and manufacturing numbers, which drop in about 13 minutes. So we got these coming out in 13 minutes. Can y'all hear the music? Catch it back up on chat. Citi really didn't affect the market. Yeah, I mean, Citigroup actually didn't, surprisingly enough. Yes, for music. Okay, good. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Good morning, good morning. A little loud. Hey, what's up, Ilum? Friday's usually quiet. Normally, the last time I saw indexes move more than 1% on a Friday. I think 3% crash today or more. Nah, we're not going to crash that much. I mean, we could, I guess, but I don't think so. Again, let me know what you guys think. Is that better? Was the music too loud? Amazon had impressive close to the day. Yeah, and Amazon's interesting to watch too, mostly because, see, I wanted to buy put options up here, but I just couldn't. The market wasn't actually open for options yet. Market doesn't open for options until the opening bell, unfortunately. But I wanted to buy them up here, and I've been talking about it all day. But unfortunately, you know, when are they going to let you buy options in pre-market? Seriously, when are they going to let you actually do that? But speaking of Amazon, Amazon's got the split effect taken on Monday next week, so we're gonna be watching Amazon big for that. That'll be a fun day. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Thoughts on GOEV? Yeah, Canoe. I like the trucks. I do like the trucks for Canoe. Ripped up yesterday. Great day yesterday at 440s now, so we'll see if it holds. Oh yeah, Google. I mean GOOG, right? Sorry, not Amazon. I wish it was Amazon. It was more so Google. Disney? I like Disney. Disney's cheap too, man. Yeah, Raphael Bostic speaks at 8:45 this morning, so in about in like 35 minutes. 25 minutes, sorry. USCA breaking highs again, guys. Look, it's at 490s, almost $5. We got UTME trying to make a pop. Pinterest here had some news too, guys. Pinterest at 1960s, so we're watching that. Is it Google split today? No, it's not today. It's Monday, right? I thought it went into effect Monday. All right, so yeah, so it's splitting 20 for 1 on Monday. So it's splitting Monday. So it's gonna take into effect Monday on the split, a 20 for 1 stock split for Google, which I think is a great move for Google, to be honest. Just make their company shares more affordable. I think will be good. Open up a whole list of traders that they didn't have previously. So I think that'll be fine. TBLT, Pinterest, Citi, rip it up. SPY, correcting some, as I thought it would. Unfortunately, I wanted to buy a put option. I just couldn't. Yeah, Netflix earnings are going to be crazy next week, and as always, we're going to be covering those for sure. It's my go-to dip buy. My go-to dip buys are Disney, Apple. But man, I'm still kind of bummed out, guys. I wanted to buy put options this morning when it was way up here, and like I wanted it to hold up here because if it held up there, I'd be more confident in my put options. And unfortunately, it just didn't. It corrected all the way back down. We're testing the previous closing price now for the broader market, which sucks because that just means we're more neutral at the opening bell, which I didn't want. I wanted to buy put options. And so maybe we will. If we ramp up at the open, maybe then I'll buy put options. Okay, got you, Pawn. Let me check it out, dude. Yeah, I'm not going to buy him in that first minute or two. It'll probably be after 5 minutes, realistically. Depending on how much, if the market flies up at the opening bell, maybe. But like, but yeah. And I'm not going to really scalp it. It's more so my plan is to hold it. The only thing stopping me, I was going to plan to hold it maybe for like today. So I wasn't going to hold over the weekend in option terms. I was going to sell before 4 p.m. And the only thing that's making me reconsider that, to be completely honest, is Google split. If Google split impacts the market favorably on Monday, in terms of sympathy, that might be a little bit risky and vulnerable as a position. But, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. No, you can't buy puts or calls on the SPY. You can't buy any options before the opening bell. Yeah, you can buy put options on the SPY. Ooh, Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez, bro. I didn't even realize that was this weekend, dude. Ooh, man, that's a good fight, bro. I genuinely like both fighters. I say I'd probably want Yair to win more, although I do kind of feel bad for Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega has great subs. The problem with him is that he has no striking. I mean, his striking's okay. I wouldn't say it's great. You know, I think he's knocked some people out. He knocked Clay Guida out, you know, and Frankie. And so I wouldn't really say they have the best chins right now. And with that, I got to give it to my man Yair. But at the same time, though, Brian's got a nasty guillotine, a nasty rear naked choke. And so with that said, I'm not going to be mad if either one of them wins. I genuinely like both fighters, Yair and Ortega. But I got to give it to my man Yair. I like Yair's fighting style more. I like Yair Rodriguez a little bit more than Brian. But they're both good. I like both of them. We also got the karate hottie Michelle Watterson fighting Amanda Lemos. I don't know much about Amanda, but Watterson's always a fun fight to watch. Li Jing Lang is also fighting, and that dude's an animal, man, a beast. So that'll be a fun fight to watch. Shane Burgos is fighting. Misha Tate and Lauren Murphy. Kind of boring fight, but they're fighting too. So yeah, it'll be a fun card. It starts. Remember, guys, it starts at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So be ready. Spy testing previous closing prices at 378. Yair is more of your doppelganger? Really? I look like Yair Rodriguez? That's okay. I mean, I'll take that, you know. Better than Frank. Yeah, better than Forrest Griffin, man. He asked if I could stay a while. I'm living that high life. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of mine. Thoughts on GameStop today? I think GameStop's been following, you know, the market. But man, GameStop took a dump yesterday. What happened? What happened with GameStop yesterday? All right, guys. What time was this drop? This drop on GameStop was at about 1 p.m. market time. What happened? Oh, it's the stock split. Oh no, the split is gonna happen on July 22nd. Chat, what's going on here? All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna check to see what happens here. Everybody knows your name, everybody knows your name. Time to catch a flight, but you can make me go. Unlocking all the memories of my new home. All right, guys, so Citigroup still pumping up. GameStop dipped again. Some big sale. Yeah, man, something big happened there. I don't know what, but I... All right, guys. All right, team. Yeah, anybody else? Martin's running into issues. Anybody else running into issues streaming here? I don't think so. I mean, we seem to be okay. Yeah, but most people are saying no issues really. GameStop's still kind of dipping here. Here's the SPY itself. And again, I'm still kind of bummed, man. I wanted to buy put options way up here. And honestly, I don't mind it bouncing back some. That's great. As long as we can bounce back some, then that's good. Yeah, so it sounds like it's your end, Apollo. All right. Citigroup's still popping up here. SPY starting to rebound some too. No speed issues. Yeah, I mean, I got fiber optic cable now, and I'm gonna be calling Comcast this weekend, guys. You'd love to see it. Any recommendations for Wi-Fi routers? Because like the fiber optic company, they installed the fiber optic cable, but they didn't actually install a Wi-Fi router. And so any recommendations for, like, I got a big house. No, I'm not even trying to like flex on you guys, but I got a big house. And so any recommendations? I've never really set up one. Yeah, SPY's green. Like I said, I might be buying put options at the opening bell, but I don't know. We'll see. Import-export data, retail sales numbers all dropping in about 1 minute, guys. Less than a minute for the numbers to come out. And again, we're going to be reporting it completely live right here. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's do this, guys. Mesh routers, Orbi, Asus. All right, guys. Numbers are dropping right now in less than a minute. Good luck today. Let's see what these numbers are. We got 30 seconds. Netgear. How many square feet, John, is my house? I don't really like saying this, but let me see. Actually, I think it's 6,000. I think. It's 5,200, actually. I'm sorry. It's 5,200. The house is 5,200 square feet. Yeah, guys, here's the numbers dropping. So let's see what these numbers are. They just came out. All right, guys. So waiting for the import-export pricing numbers. Waiting. They should be dropping any second now. Market looks like it reacted negatively initially to this, guys. Negatively initially to this. Again, waiting on the import-export numbers. If you guys show them before I do, let me know. Usually I get the data pretty quick, but we're actually lagging right now. Weird. Sheesh, man. Are we really running into problems today? You guys see the numbers out yet? Usually they drop them earlier than this. There we go. Retail sales numbers for June came out at 1% versus 0.8% expected. So higher than expected retail sales numbers. Here they are here. Retail sales for June came in at 1% versus 0.8% expected, prior of minus 0.3%. Still waiting on the rest of the data here, which should be up pretty soon, I think. Core retail sales for June came in at 1% versus 0.6% expected. And so we're going to add this here as well. The full numbers there. Retail sales for June came in at 1%, prior of minus 0.3%. Core retail sales for June came in at 1% versus 0.6% expected. And so market is kind of reacting neutrally to this. We're pretty neutral in the last few minutes from this data here. And again, retail sales for June came in at 1% versus 0.8% expected. All right, so import prices for June has come out, and it's at 0.2% versus 0.7% expected. We're going to add a little bit more here. There we go. All right, so here's the full list of data here. Retail sales for June came in at 1% versus 0.8% expected, prior of minus 0.3%. Core retail sales month over month for June came in at 1% versus 0.6% expected, prior of 0.6%. Also, import prices month over month for June came in at 0.2% versus 0.7% expected here. So market has kind of reacted neutrally to this. It hasn't really done too much. To put this in perspective, this is basically consumer spending numbers, right? So it's a little bit more nuanced than regular numbers in terms of like good or bad, whether high is good or bad. But spending went up 1% versus 0.8% expected, prior of minus 0.3%. Core retail sales numbers for June came in at 1% versus 0.6% expected. Import prices for the USA month over month for June came in at 0.2% versus 0.7% expected. And so lower than expected import prices, which is good. And so market's kind of neutrally reacting to this so far. Nothing crazy yet. But yeah, it looks like a little bit better. Higher spending, higher or lower import prices, and higher sales numbers. So that's good. And so, yeah, higher than expected retail sales, which is good. Import prices was lower. And market's starting to drop a little bit from this. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Bullish or bearish on these numbers? Market's kind of, again, reacting kind of neutrally to this. Well, retail sales numbers just reflect consumer spending. And so higher retail sales means consumers are spending more, which is generally okay for the economy. But it also means that they're paying more, which is kind of obvious, though. Like higher retail sales means higher consumer demand for goods, and you know what I mean. So it's not just because I know higher inflation numbers are bad, but this is a little bit more nuanced than that, as I said. And again, the market's kind of reacting positively to this. The SPY just ripped up to 378. All right, but yeah, you can see the numbers down there. Again, higher retail sales usually, push the market higher. Just to put this into perspective, guys, higher consumer spending means that more confidence and stuff like that. Now I know inflation's high, so again it's a little bit more nuanced, but the market's reacting positively to this. We're up to 379s right now. Again, I don't mind seeing this because ultimately it means that I might be able to buy my put options at the opening bell, and we'll see. Again, let me know, are you bullish or bearish on these numbers here? All right, 379 for the SPY after these numbers just dropped. 379. Let's see if we hold. Bullish. I mean, I know, Elf. I know you want the market to go down, brother. So you know, every time, you know what I mean. I get it. I understand truly. And again, I don't think this reaction's super bad. I don't mind. Like I said, I might be buying put options at the opening, brother. So you know, it'll be all good. Why do they report stuff before open? Because that's kind of what pre-market's for. If they didn't report things in pre-market, they probably wouldn't even do a pre-market session. I don't think, but I don't know. Maybe not. Let me know what you guys think there. USCA still ripping? Like I said, I might still be buying my put options at the open, and if anything, this just might mean some extension on the upside, some overbought territory that I can buy put options in. Again, good or bad idea, let me know. Market's about to break highs here. SPY just hit 379.40s on these numbers, so higher than expected retail sales, which again is gauging our economy. Like higher sales is good, you know. All right, market starting to break highs. 379.50 here. 379.50. City's still popping up big. We can look at like the Q or something like Tesla maybe and see that most stocks, most large caps are going to react to this positively here. With the market just breaking pre-market high up to 379.60, most people are going to react positively. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. At least that's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong, though. Who knows? All right, what's up, Cap? I'm just going to start calling you Cap. All right, guys. But yeah, these numbers are all out. There's the numbers right there. We're going to post this on Twitter, too. All right, now I'm going to ask this question again after these retail sales numbers. Put options at the open or nah? I'm just trying to hit 10K this week. Do you announce all earnings figures info that could affect the stock market as the info comes out? Well, we try to, Stan. I mean, we're not perfect at it, but most major earnings we'll announce. We'll also cover all the major earnings streams as well. Like if it's a high market cap company like Netflix or Tesla or something like that, we almost always cover the earnings on this channel. We also report on the major stock market news here every single weekday morning for free. And so if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys. We certainly appreciate it. And yeah, let's see what we get today. Should be fun. For sure. Put options, yes, no, put. Put options or nah? Let me know. All right, so the market's ripping up, beating previous projections that the market would drop today, just like the Astros beat the Angels last night. Will the market continue rising? Should I buy put options at the open? Let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, no, I just got back from Michigan. Gas was like $6 a gallon, so it was high. We are definitely overbought. I mean, that's what I think too. We've just moved up drastically over the last like 24 hours. And so I think put options, short-term put options, maybe for like a day or two makes sense. But I also think there's risk considering that we have the Google split taken into effect Monday. And if that goes well, then that would certainly ramp the market up with it. And so I do think there's some vulnerabilities with it. With that said, though, I might just sell my put option at the end of the day today, regardless of what happens with it. I'm certainly not telling you what to do. I have no idea what you should do. But yeah, here's the numbers. Here's the retail sales numbers. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, low-key Angels burn. Hey, couldn't help myself. I actually like the Angels, bro. Honestly, with the stupid restrictions, like with the blackout restrictions, I can't even watch the Astros. And so because of that, I'm a huge Angels fan anyway. Shohei Ohtani is the GOAT. He's the greatest baseball player of all time. You know, I know we're going to have some older people that disagree with that, but if you look at Shohei and what he's done in baseball, he's the greatest baseball player of all time. My man has high-ranked pitching, high-ranked hitting, and he's just the GOAT, Shohei. And so I like the Angels, obviously Trout, Ward, you know. Angels are just a fun team to watch, man. I also like the Blue Jays as well. But of course, I still want my Astros to win. Huge expiration day. Market makers going to find max pain as always. Buy SQQ, brother. Don't buy put options. Why? Banks are up. Market has been wanting to bounce all week. Yeah, for sure. I think the market has wanted to bounce, and we're still pumping up with the SPY here. Look at the SPY. SPY up to 379.60s. So SPY still looks good. But again, I don't think it's going to hold these gains, though. It's kind of how I feel, you know. I don't think it's going to hold. SPY pump it up. SPY still testing highs here. Tesla up to 715s too. Hey, y'all do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. Just try it one time. See how it feels. It might feel good. Hit that subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. You know? All right, guys. SPY just broke over 380s. Ooh, I'm probably buying put options now. I mean, I got to, right? What do you guys think? Should I buy put options? I've asked it like 30 times, but, you know, should I? Let me know. Still ramping up, 380s. Oh, John, what were the BLK numbers? Got you, man. So the BLK numbers are out. Blackrock fund. BLK put in second quarter EPS of 706, adjusted EPS of 736, revenue of 4.5 billion, second quarter total net flows of 90 billion, operating margin for the second quarter 43.7%, long-term net flows of 69 billion, assets under management at 9.02 trillion for BlackRock. So BlackRock reacted or had worse than expected numbers there. So those were worse than analysts expected. Look at the SPY fly up here, guys. SPY at 381's almost here. So the SPY is moving right now. Wow. Kind of crazy, to be honest. It's a huge rip, a huge move in the market, guys. 381's. $381's almost, guys, for the SPY. Tesla up to 720's almost. Man, that's kind of a crazy move for the SPY here. Huge rip after these retail sales numbers that were positive. And again, it all kind of makes me want to buy put options again. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it now. You can't buy anything now. You can't buy options, I mean. Short's getting squeezed out. Yeah, how's AMC reacting to all of this? Tesla pushing up with the market as well here. I mean, everything's mostly going to react. AMC is up to 1520s. Tesla currently up to 720, almost 719.20s. Market just broke over 381s here. It's at 381.25s for the SPY, 381.25. So kind of a crazy move, to be honest. GameStop at 139. Pinterest had some good moves today. Not really following the market a ton. Apple ramping up with the market, about to tap 150. Disney moving up with the market as well at 92.30s. I don't think retail sales are helping ALLG, unless maybe import-export prices if it's a company outside the U.S. But or maybe the Pinterest move. All right, let's see if we hold 381 for the SPY here, but that's a huge rip, a huge rip. So yeah, we'll see, but market bouncing here, man. Q running up with it at 288s, 289s, almost for the Q. So just huge bullish action right now in the broader markets. Again, you know, I might be buying put options at the opening now. I don't know. We'll see. Big money loading money back into the market in crypto. What are we doing right now? All right, so Bitcoin just broke over 21K. So Bitcoin is over 21,000 right now. Look at Bitcoin up there. Over 21K. It's at 2104, $21,004. So Bitcoin up 3% today, looking good, reacting favorably to these SPY numbers here. So market's reacting positively here. Yeah, we trade crypto. We have a crypto channel as well. It's youtube.com/beginnercrypto. But we talk about crypto here also. You know, so we do a lot of different stuff. Go sub to Beginner Crypto. Here's the link for it. I'll consider it a favor if you guys haven't already. Hit that subscribe button on this channel. It's youtube.com/beginnercrypto. And I think we'll be doing a show today on Beginner Crypto too. So if you subscribe, I think we'll be doing a show today as well. But yeah, crypto moving up. We'll also trade. We'll trade crypto futures as well and a lot of other stuff too. But yeah, Bitcoin now up to $21,035 or $25. So Bitcoin ramping up right now, guys. And so we'll see if it continues. SPY breaking highs as well. Bitcoin and others have basically been following the market lately. All right, so market ramping up. All right, so market's still pumping up, almost up to 382s here. The Q was up to 289s. Market at 281 or 381.70s here. All right, guys, finally starting to dip down. So we did hold it at 381 level. Again, the other one I'm looking at is like Tesla here. Tesla up to 718s. That's good. All right, guys, SPY is up 381.60s. All right, guys, so market's still consolidating now. Does it hold these gains, I guess, is the big question here. SPY is really overextended. I know, honestly, Chris, SPY is really overextended. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, I might be buying put options. We'll see, though. Market's starting to dip down a little bit. We'll see if it actually holds now. All right, guys, so market's flying up here. Again, we're kind of slowly waiting. We got about 35 minutes until the opening bell, about 35 minutes. All right, guys, starting to dip down some. We got this range that we see here, a little bit of a double top. We'll watch to see if we pull back to 381s and actually hold support at that area. Again, retail sales numbers are out, and they were positive for the most part. Import-export prices were lower than expected as well. And so the market has been flying up since then. Tesla up to 718s. Where's Twitter at these days? Twitter is back to 36.50. Apple itself is up to almost 150 at 149.80s at its highs of pre-market this morning at 149.68 currently. We got Pinterest that had some good news from, I think, somebody initiated coverage on them, maybe not. I think actually it was some other kind of catalyst for that one. And penny stocks, USCA has been ramping up and kind of pulling back some, but holding over that $4 level for some time. EVTL is ripping and then kind of fading back down into obscurity as penny stocks do. But yeah, it should be a fun day. Tesla, Twitter, we got the Q here. And so markets are bullish. And again, we'll see if they ultimately hold here. No, Google split is Monday. Bull trap? Yeah. Consider a firm puts cheap compared to Apple. Well, I'm probably going to look at like SQQ puts or something like that. Or not SQQ, TQQ. You know, so I might look at puts on this since it's just a cheaper equity. But we'll see. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. I got the money to buy and sell today, if anything. But SONM is gapping up some. So another penny stock moving is SONM. And then we got AMC. We got GameStop. Looking at all these different ones. And we'll see what happens. All right, guys. So market pulling back a little bit. GameStop had that big drop yesterday. I still don't know why that happened here. But the market's finally kind of correcting back down some. Here's the Q. Here's the SPY. Here's Tesla. Tesla up to 718.50. So we're watching that. All right, guys. So market pulling back. Let's watch 381s as a support level here for the SPY. I think 381 is a previous high of the day. It also is a previous support level. Maybe it's not a previous high of the day, but I think 381 is a logical bounce level. It's a whole dollar level. We're kind of pulling back down to it now. So I'm kind of watching this range here in the SPY short term here. And we'll see if we bounce at the bottom of this range. Possible. Might not, though. Who knows? Yeah. We're pulling back down on the Tesla too, down to 718. Let's see if this support level holds as well. Again, just kind of preparing ourselves for the opening bell where I might be buying put options. Those options are cheap and the risk is much less. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. UVXY. So I would buy a call option for UVXY, right? This is an inverse ETF, right? Or it's a volatility ETF. And so like if I bought a call option on UVXY, it'd be essentially the same thing as a put option, no? Revlon gonna run. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Revlon. What's up, Cap? What's up? TBLT? Oh, good, man. TBLT is interesting. Let's watch 260s and see if that ultimately holds support. It could. Isn't consumer sentiment announced today? Yeah, so we got a few things that are getting announced today. And that might already be out. Let me see the other stuff. So today, so far, we've got manufacturing price index for export prices, import prices, retail sales numbers. Those are all out. Fed Bostic is discussing monetary policy, or already did about 15 minutes ago. And then at 10 a.m., we got business inventories and the Baker Hughes U.S. rig count. And that's all at 10 a.m. So that's in about an hour. About 30 minutes after the bell is when that stuff drops. But yeah, so far we've had the import-export pricing numbers as well as retail sales that you can see right here. All right, guys, we'll see what happens. SPY starting to bounce a little bit, but again, we're just kind of hanging out right now, waiting for some stuff to show up, and we'll see if it does. But yeah, SPY bouncing up a little bit. All right, guys. So SPY bouncing up is at 381.40s. 381.40s. UVXY is a good one. We'll see. So I could buy calls on UVXY. I'll think about it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me see the poll that we got going on today. Guys, so in the poll today, does the market hold its gains from yesterday? 53% out of about 400 votes said no. SPY's testing highs again today. The SPY's about to test the 382 high of the day here, right around 381.85. So SPY is ripping up now here. So I was pretty right about this range. I just wasn't right about the bottom of it. We were a little bit off, about 15 cents off at the bottom of the range, but it still held pretty closely. And again, to understand kind of how I trade, a lot of the times when I identify these ranges, I'm buying these little dips here. So I'm buying the bottom of the range and trying to sell it at the top, like up here, if that makes sense. And so, we're kind of attacking ranges here. And this is kind of one of the examples of how we use those ranges. But again, guys, here's a question. Better option to short the market. Which options should I buy here? Here's the options, guys. We got UVXY options, SQQQ options, TQQQ options, SPY, Q, or Apple. Which one's going to be the most effective way to do it? Honestly, pricing doesn't really matter. Like, pricing doesn't really matter on the options. I'm going to be able to buy and sell with the amount of equity that I have, which again is about 120K in buying power. And so I've got enough buying power to buy whatever option I want. What's going to be the most effective option in shorting the market, guys? Let me know what you guys think. BBBY. It's moving up some. The problem is, like, I hear people say, oh, this thing's going crazy. It's just not, though. I mean, it's slow. It's up a little bit, sure. But, I mean, it had a really bad day yesterday. So it's just kind of like, it looks all right. But it's certainly not going crazy or anything. TRKA. TRKA is at 59 cents. Can't blindly short. Sentiment is continuously changing, and sellers have not been convincing. I'm not just blindly shorting. I'm judging it based off of extension, and it's going to be short term. And I might be wrong. I very easily could be wrong. But again, I'm just kind of basing it off of extension. I think we're up so much in the last 24 hours that I think short term will correct some. I don't know what we're going to do long term, but I think short term will correct some. But I could be wrong. Apple options are terrible. SQQQ. Always volatile and predictable, but could go red as well. No, it's not going to be the same 30-second style, Larry. It's going to be holding it. SPY just broke highs of the day. SPY got up to 381.90, so SPY just broke highs. Let's see if it holds. There's 382s on the SPY, so we are ramping up. My plan to hold it is like a longer-term day trade option, so I might hold it until closing bell today. I probably am not going to hold it over the weekend because I think with Google split coming into effect Monday, that might positively impact the market. And so I don't think holding a put option over the weekend is necessarily a good move, especially considering the fact that I can't close it out until the opening bell on Monday morning. And I think that's just a vulnerable trade, which I don't know if I feel like doing. So what I'll probably do is just buy the option today and then sell it before the end of the day today. Sell it at the close this evening, probably. But again, maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Apple has had 8 green days in a row. I wouldn't short that. Honestly, Chris, it kind of makes me want to short it more, brother. Yeah, it's gonna be it'll be interesting, Larry. It'll be fun, man. Again, it's not gonna be some super big position. It's gonna be a short, small position, but again, I just think the market's extended on the upside and it might correct. I might be wrong though. Maybe the market just rips up all day today, and if that's the case, I'll cut my loss and move on with my day. SQQQ or TQQ has very little movement, would be safe. It's way down. So TQQQ is the one that follows the regular market. It's not inverse, right? Yeah. So TQQ just follows the regular market. That's why it's cheap to buy this one. So even if it expires worthless, it's not going to be, it's not going to be hella expensive. Looking at this, if I buy the TQQ, I can buy right now, at least at the current price, TQQ option. I can get one for like $120 per contract. You know what I mean? So, or per bundle. And so that's not bad. $120 to $120 with a $25 strike price. Now, that also might correct a little bit also. These will probably be a little bit cheaper at the opening bell too, because the market's moved up so much. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, these are kind of like swings, but it's like kind of like a longer term day trade / swing trade. But again, I do not want to hold it over the weekend. I know that. I just do not want to hold it over the weekend. All right, we got another poll on Twitter, guys. And again, y'all go give me a follow on Twitter. You know you want to. Give me a follow on Twitter. Vote on the poll. And we did this poll now since we already got a poll going on in the chat. SPY calls or puts at the opening bell, guys. Let me know. SPY calls or puts at the opening bell. Follow me on Twitter. Vote on this poll. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Calls or puts at the opening bell. Let me know. 80% say puts so far in the last, 5 seconds. So far, we got 80% saying puts, 20% saying calls on Twitter. And let me know. TQQQ still popping up some. And again, we might buy it on this one. We'll see. USCA never ended up coming back. What about Pinterest here? What about, what was the other one for earnings? Citigroup. Still pushing up pretty nicely here. And I think the bullish action in the market today is a accumulation of a few different nuances behind the market. Number one is Citigroup and other bank earnings had okay results. Number two is obviously good retail sales numbers and lower import-export pricing. And so market's up some, but again, the question is, does it hold its gains? And, we'll have to wait and see. Citigroup's still ramping up too, kind of following the market, I guess, at this point. Market started to dip down a little bit here. Market started to drop some. Where did my Discord? Oh, there it is. Cool. Go a little out of the money. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just cheap, That's kind of what I was thinking about doing, to be honest. We'll see. All right, guys, we got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, team. Let me know what you guys are watching today. Your favorite stock this morning and why, guys? Let me know. Also, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button also if you haven't already. Where's Cinnamon Blue? Didn't I have Cinnamon Blue somewhere? There it is. All right, guys. So again, here's the previous high of the range that we drew before this, 381.85s. And look at the bounce we've had directly off of that area. Now, we'll see if it holds. Who knows if it will. We'll see. Also, we're getting ready to send out our newsletter. We got hundreds and hundreds of people on our newsletter, guys. Hundreds and hundreds of people. And so if you want to be a part of our newsletter, check out beginnertrading.net/members. Okay, and sign up to our newsletter. It's completely free. We don't charge for anything. Membership is completely free as well. And it's just a way to help support the channel here. So if you want to be a member and get our newsletter every day, go sign up. Here's the link in chat. Yeah, check it out. We'll send a watch list newsletter out to everybody every day for the most part. And yeah, we'll see what we get today, guys. Should be fun. Should be fun. All right, guys, market's still dipping down at 381.50s. We'll see if it holds. Citigroup kind of bouncing some there. Again, we're getting ready to send this watch list out, guys. So if you want to be a part of it, sign up. Industrial production numbers coming out in 3 minutes. Thank you, Walter. We appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we'll be dropping those too as soon as they come out. I guess they came out at 9:15. When did the industrial numbers come out? Let me see. Industrial production numbers. Yeah, 9:15. Okay, so I appreciate that, Walter. Yeah, those are going to be dropping in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, guys. Let's see. All right, so market's pushing up to test that 382 level. All right, guys. So we're building our watch list now for everybody here. We got the SPY Q. We got some other stuff moving today too. We got like Tesla, Twitter. We're gonna be watching today. We got USEA that's been ramping up big. We've got SONM. Pinterest made some moves. Citigroup, Blackrock. A bunch of other stuff too, to be completely honest. SLGG is moving up some. And yeah, we'll see what we get. All right, so market trying to hold at that 381.50 level, and we'll see if it actually bounces at that spot here. Here's 381.50s. We'll see if it actually bounces here. It could. It could. Let me get this ready. And again, I'm about to set out my watch list right now. Y'all hit that like button. All right, so here's the numbers. I'm sorry, we missed the industrial production numbers. So the USA industrial production month over month for June came in at minus 0.2% versus 0.1% positive expected, prior of 0.1%. And so if you want to see these numbers, here's some of them here in terms of industrial production. There's the first group, and we'll also add the second group here. Sorry, I'm trying to get my watch list out. Yeah, here's the industrial numbers. We'll also put all these retail sales data in our watch list too. We got that out. What else we got? So yeah, we got the retail sales numbers out, industrial production numbers. We're going to throw that in our watch list too. So you also get big fundamental data in our watch list as well. There's the link right there for industrial numbers. Numbers out, lower than expected. Yep. One, two. All right, guys. Sending our watch list out now. Yeah, that looks good. All right, we're sending our numbers out now, guys. Let's see if 381.50 is a bounce spot. It could be. So yeah, we'll see about the SPY holding at 381.50s. It's trying. Do you think today is long? I don't know. I'll probably be buying. I'll probably be buying put options or something like that. I tend to think the market might be a little bit extended at this point in time. We got 12 minutes until the open. So I tend to think the market might be a little bit extended, but we'll see. We'll see. Let us know what you guys think. Hey, what's up, Joel? Hey, what's up, Quan? Question, is there people willing to buy? Is the watch list email the same as the daily? What do you mean by that, Auto? TBLT retesting. Citigroup's still pumping up a little bit. There's TBLT at 270s. Hey, thank you for all the follows on Twitter, guys. We did get a bunch of votes. We got like 40-something votes in 10 minutes, so not bad for Twitter. But almost 60% of you say puts at the opening bell. About 40% of you said calls. 42 said calls, 42% said calls, and then 58.1% said puts. So we'll see what happens. I tend to agree with people here for the most part. In terms of like where I think the bias is at the opening bell. I just think we might be a little bit extended at the open, but I might be wrong, and maybe the market just flies up for all I know. But I will be looking for some type of put option at the opening bell. I'm probably going to go with, I think, TQQQ. So kind of the baby Q, and we'll see if we, find something good, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. Maybe put options on the TQQ. I could also go with just basic SPY puts, but these are cheap, and for a longer term trade, I think it's fine. If it was like a really short term trade where I needed like the best movement and liquidity, then maybe I'd go with like SPY or Q. But since I can hold it all day today, I think I'll go with a little bit cheaper one. And again, let me know what you guys think. Head and shoulders forming on the SPY. I'm assuming you mean here's the shoulders and here's the head. We'll see if we drop down now. We'd have to get over 381.85. So we'll see. All right, guys, so 381, we got this kind of range right here on the market that I'm seeing here between like 381.80s and 381.50s. So SPY pulling back down to 381.50s, and then we got 381.85s here. So I'm kind of looking at this short-term range. Underneath us, we got the 381 level that I'm definitely paying attention to and watching. We got about 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. We'll see what we get. All right, guys, 8 minutes. We're going to be getting ready to buy these put options here, guys. We'll see. It'll be fun, though, I think. Anything else moving that I didn't catch today? Again, we're watching the TQQQ. Here's Citi, which I think is relevant in terms of like market activity and banking. Pinterest had some big upward momentum short term recently. It's up to 20.4s. So, Pinterest is one that we could be watching today. Maybe going to trade. I haven't really traded Pinterest a ton, but it might be relevant to watch, I think. No? Pinterest seems interesting enough to pay attention to. It's at 20.4s. So, I mean, we'll see what we get. Yeah. Today bullish? I don't know. It depends. It's OPEX day. If you aren't familiar with OPEX, it's the day when monthly option contracts expire. And according to Goldman Sachs, 1.9 trillion of options are set to expire today. Well, that should be fun then. Yeah, for sure. Head and shoulders, yes sir. TBLT popping. There's Pinterest here. TBLT's trying to get back over VWAP. We'll see if it holds. SPY still at 381.60s. So we're kind of watching that too. Everybody hit the subscribe button, guys. TBLT's up there testing VWAP. I mean, it still kind of looks good. What's what screener? All right, guys, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Well, if a lot of options are expiring, it'll probably have some type of sympathy reactions to the broader market. SPY just popped up, broke over the top of that range. And again, guys, I mean, listen, I told you guys where the bottom of that range was at 381.50, and that's exactly where we bounced. And now we're ripping up, getting ready to test these previous highs. I really don't mind this because if I'm buying put options at the opening bell, then I don't mind the extension on the upside. I think I'd prefer it to move up like this if we're going to be looking to buy put options. I'm going to wait and let the trend settle down. I'm not just going to blindly buy it as soon as the opening bell happens, but yeah, we'll see. And which one, Weeble, Chris, or where? Where? You talking about TOS? All right, market's getting ready to test highs of the day, though. Right before the bell, we got 5 minutes before the market opens, and the SPY just ripped over 380s at 382.40s right now, 382.40. So, I'm green today after subscribing. Hey, thank you. We appreciate you, bro. Yeah, great call on 378 level. You mean the 381 level? Or I guess you mean the 378 level too. But yeah, we bounced right there at the bottom of the range at 381.50. Still popping up. Testing the top of the range now. Hey. Oh, somebody's talking about a Weeble screener. Okay, got you, Captain and Chris. Got you. Yeah, Weeble's dope. They got a new platform too. SPY still testing highs of the day here. I think the SPY might have even broke highs. Let's see. The high of this candle is 382.44s. Yeah, so that's right at the high. So we actually just tapped over the highs real quick on the SPY here. 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. All right, guys. TBLT is up to 280s. 280s. SPY is up to 382.30s. All right, guys. Are you going to short now? I might buy put options, but again, I'm going to wait. I'm not doing anything 100%. I really don't know, and we're all just guessing, and I might just be flat out wrong. And so I certainly don't want anybody to copy me. We are not investment professionals, and we are not liable if you lose. You always got to make your own assessment and trade responsibly. Don't sue me, you know? But yeah, let's get ready for the opening bell, guys. SPY testing highs of the day. TPLT actually just continued to ramp up here. Citigroup broke highs with the market as well, and this might be dragging the market up. Citigroup actually broke highs better than the market did. SPY testing the top of the range right now, though. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Good luck, guys. All right, guys. Market pulling back a little bit. We got about a minute left. Still popping up big here. Wow, look at that. SPY up to 382.50s, guys. 382.50, still making moves. So just broke highs right before the opening bell. We got about a minute left. Yeah, it could be a fun Friday. I don't know if today's the right day to buy puts, but hey, we're going to try at least. Opening bell's about to start, guys. Market just broke highs right before the open. Right before the open, the market just broke highs, so. Hey, thank you, Captain. Good luck, fam. Love this little community you got growing, John. Level-headed peeps. Good luck. Hey, thank you, brother. We appreciate it. All right, guys, here's the bell. 30 seconds. All right, we're also going to just be flat out buying shares this morning. We're just going to be buying shares. We traded futures a lot yesterday, but we're going to be buying shares today. Good luck today, team. Market pulling back a little bit before the opening bell. Here's the bell, guys. Good luck, team. Oh, all right, there we go. All right, here's the open. All right, guys, so starting off right off the bat, the SPY is all the way up to 382.80s. 382.80s. I'm looking at the option chain right now. And a 25 put option is pretty cheap, it looks like. I don't want two, I want one. All right, market's still pumping up. Now I'm going to wait here. All right, we just bought it. We bought the put option. And again, we're going to hold this probably all day. All right, so we bought the put option here. This is it right here. You can't actually see it. It was just the contract that we bought, but starting off at the open here, there's Citigroup. And again, it's a longer term day trade. So we're buying it now, and our plan is just to kind of hold it. We'll hold it however long we need to. I want to hold it a long time, but I don't know how long we're really going to hold it, you know. And so I want to hold it throughout the day. AMC breaking down, though. SPY is sideways since the opening bell. Nice little green pop, though. USCA, yeah, Citigroup kind of coming back down some. USCA is up to 460s. 460s looks good. Looks good. Wait, what time frame? Okay, yeah, this was a weekly option, so that's what I wanted. All right, guys, USCA just pulled back heavily here. SPY kind of going up. It's so extended on the upside, though. I don't know if I trust it. You know what I mean? Hey, nice cap. Yeah, I could always add more. It's such a cheap option, though, Chris. I could always add more. GameStop maybe pulling a red to green move. Yeah, if it starts to run up too much, we'll just cut it. You know, I just think it's so up today that, you know, it just makes sense. It's a cheap. We're down $20 in it right now, so it's just cheap. Give it some time to actually work. Fed Bullard saying nice things about inflation. Yeah. All right, market's kind of consolidating since the opening bell. We opened up really, really high above VWAP. So really, really high above VWAP. And so with that, you know, I'm certainly not confident enough to take the upward direction. And, you know, short term, we're just going to buy put options as we did. Or, yeah, we bought, wait. Yeah, I bought put options. Okay, good. I was about to say. Yeah, we bought put options. Okay, good. GameStop's still trying to move. USEA is flying up. It's at 470s. What about Tesla here? Tesla's up to 720s. I think I probably need to buy some more of this, right? You know, we'll take 2 contracts here, to be honest. All right, AMC starting to dip. Market's starting to correct a little bit. Tesla pulling back some too. Yep. Yeah, all good, Walter. All good, brother. All right, so there's the correctional drop that we wanted here. Yeah, USCA. Testing highs of the day, too. Gotta let the market play out some here. We can watch, like, the Q, too. Q was moving. AMC just broke lows. Yeah, and I don't mind holding this. Again, the plan is to hold this one throughout the rest of the day. So, like, short-term momentum like this doesn't really matter that much, at least for me. USCA just ramping up, guys. Just rip it up. Q just broke highs, too. Q and tech, it looks like it's trending a little bit better than the SPY is. So, but yeah, we got 2 contracts. I still think we're kind of extended up here for the Q and all that stuff. So we'll see if we start to reverse. Hey, what's up, Robert? But at the same time, I could just be flat out wrong. Looks like tech's running up a little bit better than my trades anyway. Still waiting, though. Market's kind of sideways trending, so not really much action here. And just kind of got to wait and let the market play. If Tesla earnings come in low next week, what impact will that impact the market? Oh, certainly. It'll certainly impact at least some. Now, the extent of the impact, we don't know, but it'll certainly impact it at least a little bit. You know, and hopefully it's good, to be honest. I mean, I know I'm shorting the market right now, but I do hope the market does well. I'm not really. I hope I'm wrong. You know. Yeah, USCA flying up 530s, guys. 530s. All right, guys, the market's starting to come back some, which is good for me. Generally, this is pretty good. GameStop drop. USCA is just flying up, though. All right, guys, so market's starting to correct some, which should be good for me. SPY breaking lows, coming down some here. You know, and maybe we'll get something. We don't really have anything to trade. The VWAP's a little bit too high up there. What about Citigroup? Coming back down. Tesla, come back down. But right now, we're kind of in no man's land. I mean, the market opened up so high above VWAP that it's just too extended for me to take any positions here yet. We got to cross and make a change under or over VWAP first, and we'll see what that happens. Yep. Market's dropping at the open. Hey, you love to see it. Q started to pull back too. We just opened up so high relative to VWAP, to be honest. USCA flying up, ramping up big too. At 520s right now, 520s. We'll see if it holds the $5 level. Seems to be relevant. SPY's still dropping here. Again, I don't really have any trades to get involved with yet, unless I see something else like Apple or whatever. Apple's starting to break under VWAP, so that's something I might actually short. So yeah, we'll short that. We're shorting Apple, 25 shares. We'll short a little bit more. Gotta change the EXT. I wanted to add to it. It's all good though. We'll let it keep dropping. There we go. You lovely. All right, well, we'll make a little $5 there for Apple. TQQ is, we got put options on this one. It's going down. We're actually close to break even now, so that's good. And we'll see if we keep riding this baby down. USCA is still flying up. There's Apple. We'll start to take a little bit more sizable position if we get a bounce on Apple, but we haven't yet. But everything's kind of correcting, which is what I expected. If you guys, yeah, Larry, I'm talking about after the opening bell. Of course, the market is up today in general, like when you take pre-market into consideration. But I'm talking about after the opening bell, you know, is what I'm referring to when I say the market is down or dropping. All right, guys, so bounce it up a little bit here. And again, we'll look for Apple. But market tested VWAP corrected back down some, and now we're bouncing up a little bit. Didn't you get SPY? No, I ended up buying TQQQ puts. So like baby SPY puts, you know. I wanted to short into a pop on Apple. We just never got it, unfortunately. But everything else is dropping as we wanted it to, though. So there goes the TQQQ, which we bought puts in. It's going to let it play out, though, again, you know. SPY starting to break under VWAP, which is a pretty weak sign. But we do have an upside down U shape, which is usually a pretty profitable pattern. All right, we're now shorting Apple again here. It's easier to kind of short this and capitalize on this momentum than other things. So we might actually add some more to this here. 50 shares of Apple shorts. We'll take 100, maybe there's 75. Quick flush. We'll start covering. All right, so we're up about 15 shorting Apple so far this morning. We'll see if it sets up well, you know. Still waiting for the TQQ to break down enough for us to profit from these option contracts. Waiting here. USCA, again, we drew the $5 level. We pulled down exactly to that level, and now we're bouncing up. So, hey, when you're right, you're right. We called out that $5 level, and that's precisely where we bounced. I mean, we didn't bounce exactly, I guess. We bounced off of 503, but yeah, we bounced off of $5 support. And yeah, let's keep grinding this up, guys. We are now break even in our option 2 on our TQ options. And we will short into little pops here if we can. All right, 25 shares of Apple. We'll take 50 here. We'll cover quickly into that. USCA bounced right at 5s. All right, so we're up about 18, 17 on the day, I mean. Shorting the Apple. Almost break even on the day, too, after losing a little bit after the opening bell. We'll take one contract now at 25 shares. Not one contract. We'll take one position right now on Apple, small position. Starting to flush. I guess it depends. It might be a little chop. All right, we'll go ahead and get out there. We lost about $3, and we'll wait and let a larger bounce come into play. SPY just pulled back to the VWAP here. USCA still trying to hold at 5. And here's the SPY itself today, which is relevant. And I mean, again, I want you guys to really understand something here. When we open up extended away from VWAP, it's one of the easier kind of sympathy moves to attack here, because by the time we open up, you know, a lot of the time we're just really extended over or under the VWAP, and there's usually like a correction period that kind of happens there. Um, that's kind of one of my favorite things to capitalize on, especially with like the SPY and Q. All right, we're taking a sizable position right now on Apple here, guys. We got 100 shares. We got this big upwick, which I love shorting into. So I don't mind taking a position here for Apple. Of course, we're looking for a flush, but we got the big upwick, which is usually indicative of weakness. And we built up enough profit on the day on Apple for us to justify the trade. There we go. Covering a piece. We got 25 shares or 50 shares left. Cover some more. Still riding this drop down, and our put option on the SPY and Q is working out great as well. All right, so we're up about $27 alone on Apple shorts. Break even on the day fully now, which is great. And so we can kind of play with house money hopefully soon. We're going to short into this pop again. Take 50 shares. All right, break even now. There we go. Getting another drop that we wanted. There we go. All right, so we're up about $34 on this alone. We are green on the day now, so that's great. And we're still shorting the market too, which is what's going on. The market's dropping here, so we were actually very correct about our direction at the opening bell. And yeah, you love to see it here. Letting the TQQ break down also with our put options on that one as well. And yeah, we got all day to let that break down, so we'll see when that stops. But yeah, market's looking weak. We've been shorting Apple mostly. USCA is holding over VWAP now and holding over $5 here. Here's the SPY breaking. Looking weak, which is great news for me. Hey, thank you, Robert. Perfect, John. I was with you on that. Thank you, Todd. Hey, my man, glad you're making money too. Beginner, you called that ish. Nice. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all based off of extension. There goes the TQ. We are now profitable in our put option as well here. You love to see it. We'll maybe attack the SPY if we get a little pop up. 25 shares. I'll go ahead and cut that thing too. All right, so we're up about 20 on the day, but we still got all day for our put option here. And again, I mean, I told you guys, I think we were extended at the open. So when you're right, you're right. Captain, I'm not sure what you're saying, brother. I'm not sure what you mean by that, man. All right, we're gonna get 50 shares of the SPY, cover a piece there, see if we can ride down the breakdown here. We got this upwick and we're bouncing up into previous resistance. So 50 shares. See if we reject like we expected to. There we go. We rejected some, not the big rejection we wanted. We could also add back here, which I like doing. There we go. Cover. Riding this breakdown now. All right, so we're going to get out there, break even on the last bit, but still green. We're about 24 on the day, and we're green all around. And our put option on the Q, shorting the SPY and shorting Apple. And again, if we get a pop-up, we might short some more here. We'll get out if it breaks over like this level here, but we'll short up into that point and take profit fast if it works. Give it a chance to see if it rejects here. If not, all right, got our stop here set. Not going to add to this at all, though. We can let it bounce back some, but we got to be tight with where we decide to cut it. Yeah, we'll cut that there. It might actually reject here, and maybe you got out a little bit prematurely, but all good. All right, gonna let the market try to break down some more as we want it to. Gonna give it time though. SPY bouncing back. We might start to short into this now. There's 25 shares. 50 shares. We'll give it a second here though. I want to see it reject. If it doesn't reject here, then it's gonna signify choppy action on the market. That's not what we want. There we go. Got a flush. There we go. All right, we're gonna cover that piece now. Let the rest ride. There we go. Let this ride down some. Small. I'll go ahead and cover that. So we get the flush in the market that we're looking for now. All right, we're also shorting the Q here as well. 50 shares. Cover a piece, 25 shares. Maybe add some more 200 breakdown here and just try to give it time is all I'm trying to do. If it bounces up, we might short it again into it like this. All right, we're in 50 shares now. Again. There we go. That's what we wanted. Cover a piece. Maybe add again. I like that upwick here. This upwick is usually going to be indicative of weakness. And so we're just jumping in larger sizing here. There we go. We use that upwick to identify weakness, guys. I hope you guys can see that. We had that big upwick, and we used it to identify weakness. Just made about 20 bucks on that trade. And my TQQ breakdown is happening as we speak too. We're up about 40 on the day. 40 on the day. And again, guys, if you want to help support the channel, one of the best ways to do so, here's the P&L, is to check out Top Step. And Top Step is really one of the ways that you can get around the PDT rule and trade as I'm trading here with no PDT restrictions. Top Step is a futures funded account program, and you can trade the E-mini or the micro E-mini with leverage in futures. Instant settlement, you can short or go long with no PDT restrictions in the futures market. And so you can trade the E-mini, which is the SPY basically, or the Q or the micro. And so you can get around the PDT rule. And Top Step is a funded account program. Everything we do here is free. We don't sell anything. We don't charge for anything. We don't claim to be an expert. But we do post affiliate links to subsidize the channel. And so this is a great way to get around the PDT rule. It's a lot cheaper than putting up the money in futures yourself. If you put up 10,000, you're risking a lot. Top Step is 160 bucks a month, minus 20% if you use my link. And so it's a great way to help support the channel and also help you get around the PDT rule. Even if you want to just try your hand at futures, it's cheaper to do this than put up the money yourself, and it's less risky also. And so check it out. They're a funded account program. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And again, they're regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. There's an 80% split. They give you a demo if you can hit their target once funded. There's an 80% split. And yeah, go check them out. Markets are breaking down here. My TQQ trade is working out lovely. I have two bundles of that trade short. And we're just letting the market break down as we kind of expected it today, guys. And so I'm not going to say we called this, but we definitely called it. And you love to see it. SPY starting to break lows as well. USCA is still kind of consolidating. And hey, you love to be right. When you're right, you're right. And we were very right on this option. And we're going to let it keep falling, to be honest, too. Maybe we'll shorten to this little pop on the SPY. Ah, we missed it. That's okay. All right, so we just took half of our option off. We're only holding one contract now. So yeah, not too shabby, guys. So we just took half of one of our options off because, I mean, we got the huge breakdown that we wanted after the opening bell with that put option. SPY starting to pop up a little bit here. I'll short into it short term, very short term on the Q. Not going to take a huge position here. Just going to see if we get a continuation flush is all we're kind of looking for now. I'm tempted to add another piece, but I don't want to. I think it's too risky. I think we're so down already that even if we continue down long term, short term, we might get a little rebound pop. And so we'll cover that. Lost 250 there, very small. Hey, have fun. Catch some fish for me, Todd. Market's still flushing. Looks like I would have been right about this short, but it's all good. Citigroup testing highs again. USCA is still ramping up too here, man. Wow. USCA dipping down here. We'll see if it holds 520 right around this level here where it's at. And Q still break it down. So I was right about that directional move too. Great news, like I said, for my option, in all honesty. All right, we got a big down wick. So we're going to start shorting into this now. There we go. Might take another position too. All right, we're in 50 shares of the Q. Squeezing against me. You don't love to see it. But like I said, we might get a short-term rebound. We were down so much already. We'll give it a second, but okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. All right. So I do not like that hammer style candle. And so we're going to cover that and lose $7 there and get out. It looks like we got out right in time for that too. See if the market continues. I mean, this type of rebound is not to be unexpected. I mean, you know, we're down so much already that it's not really reasonable to expect continuous downward movement. We're in the SPY short with 25 shares. Again, we might add 50 shares, a 50 share position, and see if we get a quick flush and we can take profit into that fast. See if we drop. There we go. We'll cover a little piece there. Keep riding this thing down. There we go. Add a little bit more. We're in 50 shares again. Cover another piece. Let the rest flush. All right, we're gonna add it right back. See if we get the flush that we've been looking for. Which maybe we didn't, it looks like. Got a little stubborn maybe. I could add more. I don't think I'm going to. All right, back to break even here, which is good. Now we'll add more, now that we got some confirmation in our ultimate direction there. All right, we're going to cover that. Got 25 shares left. We'll add some more 50 shares again. Kind of going in and out here. Looking to attack the momentum breakdown that we're going to get hopefully quickly. Just looking for a retest of 381 with this 50 shares. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but, you know, it's Friday. We ain't got no job, you know. I do like these up wicks, so we're going to add some more. We'll take 100 shares. And if we pop up really fast, we hate life, but It looks like we hate life. We're going to cut this fast, though. Oof. Tried to judge the wicks, but just kind of got beat up on that one. Still green on the day, though, you know. But yeah, you don't love to see it. Give it some time, though. Maybe we come back here. You know, it's possible. We got the breakdown. We already took profit on our option trade. And we'll try it again now that we're up here. Like I said, maybe a little bit too aggressive. But green on the day still. We'll get out $5 loss. Now we got to wait. We're getting a little bit too close to this VWAP for comfort here. So we'll be patient and wait on the rest. Q started to test the previous highs too. Try to find everybody. Bass, nice man. Ooh, market just flew up here. Wow, crazy. Did we have some type of fundamental announcement, I guess, today? It looks like we did. Whoa. Okay, we had some type of fundamental announcement. I probably should cut. Luckily, I took profit on that TQQ trade. And we got out close to break even, but man, that's kind of a crazy move in the market. What just happened? Let me, there we go. All right, so we got out of the TQQ. But man, what just happened? We got some type of fundamental data release today, right? The Bullard was speaking. Okay, that's kind of what happened. We got the Michigan consumer sentiment for July coming in as well. So kind of a weird, crazy day. We're going to slow it down now. It's consumer sentiment. Yeah, so consumer sentiment for July came in at 51.1 versus 49.9. So consumer sentiment is high. Just be careful. It's Friday, and this is some really kind of out there market activity. Even though this fundamental data was released, it's kind of some out there market activity. So just be careful. I wouldn't go too crazy or large today. Well, in this case, it wasn't the pump and dump. It was the dump and pump, you know? So it was the opposite of the dump and pump. Luckily, like I said, we took profit on that option trade before this. Good thing, because, man, that was a huge, crazy rip. We'll see if we go up there. VWAP's got to follow it up. If VWAP can follow it up, then that's great. But we got to wait and see, you know? If not, we're just choppy. Consumer sentiment report dropped. And again, we'll post this here if you guys want to see it. Business inventories came in at 1.4 versus 1.3% expected. Also, yeah, really, it was the dump and pump. It was the dump and pump, guys. You know, it was the opposite of a pump and dump. But yeah, and right now the market's back to sideways. So just volatile, risky market. Y'all slow down if you need to. I know I am. This is why you take profit on options when you get them. Hey, I told you guys I was taking profit, bro, and I needed that, man. Because if not, I would have been upset, you know? Not really. I mean, I would have been okay, but still. That's why you take profit when you get them. Yeah, and at this point in time, it's just kind of no man's land. We're completely neutral, so it's not something I'm really trying to mess with. Yeah, it's a good title, Joe. I like the title. City is ramping up. What's City doing? The market's kind of in no man's land for me, so it's just kind of like, we'll see. We'll see. Again, though, guys, if you want to help support your boy, check out Top Step. Top Step funds traders and futures. And again, if you want to trade the markets, look at the E-mini here and then look at the SPY on the right. Here's the E-mini on the left, and then here's the SPY on the right. It does the exact same thing, and you can trade this side here with no PDT rule, instant settlement, shorting ability, longing ability. And so you can trade a margin account with futures with no PDT rule. And Top Step is a funded account program for futures. And so it's a lot cheaper if you're learning futures to go the Top Step route than put the 10,000 or whatever you need up yourself and risk that. Top Step funds traders, so they give you a demo, they give you some parameters that you have to follow. And if you can hit their targets while following their rules, then they'll fund you between $50 up to over $100,000 with an 80% split. They are regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And it's the single easiest way to get around the PDT rule if you want to trade like me. And so again, if you want to check it out, I'll post this link. Great way to help support the channel. Yeah, you should be able to use Top Step, I think, Owen. And yeah, there's the link right there if you want to check it out. It's also in the description also. But yeah, SPY, rip it up. All right, guys, so starting to ramp up. We're at 383s. What is happening? Can someone tell us? Yeah, I mean, so right now, I mean, there's a lot of nuance behind it. Business inventories came out. This is the numbers that showed. And so the market ramped up on higher than expected business inventories, but also higher than expected consumer sentiment. So consumer sentiment was higher than expected as well. Here's that full data release right here, according to Benzinga, and this is from Benzinga. And so right now we're just kind of completely sideways and neutral. I'm not going to poke too hard at this. All right, let's see what Bitcoin is doing right now. Here's Bitcoin. So Bitcoin finally bounced, which was necessary. Look at like a 1 hour chart. Remove this. Zoom in here. Is it just me, or whenever I save a file, I have to save so many things that I just kind of write out a bunch of nonsense? Like, yeah, so like if you look at some of my saved files, it's all basically nonsense. All right, guys, let me know what you guys are watching at this point in time. Team? What flag is this in the 1 minute? It looks epic. See, it's sideways to me though, brother. It looks sideways to me, man. And the reason, like, I see the flag, but it looks sideways. It is over VWAP, which is great. But yeah, to be honest, at this point, it's kind of sideways to me, brother. You know, I gotta wait for something better to happen. I don't want to just jump in here yet. You know. All right, guys, so we are about to, I'm a little bit tempted to buy it here, but I think I'll wait. SPY is up there. SPY pulling back some. SPY starting to dip. How was oil today? Short Tesla now. I'm like I said, as soon as we put in that big rip and then that big drop, I stopped trading. I'm not saying I'm done completely for the day, but like I'm not gonna push too hard in moments like this because it's just too risky, man. It's just so risky doing pushing super hard here. All right, so man, they did a deal with Yankee Stadium to accept Bitcoin. It's pretty good news, right? Celsius filing for bankruptcy. We're going to be doing a crypto show on Beginner Crypto today too, guys. That's kind of what I'm setting up now. Market's bouncing back, though. It's at 383s. And so we got that initial correction slump. But, man, market's rebounding here. We'll see what happens, guys. We're at 383s at this point. Market's back up to 383, so kind of looks good, man. The market's not looking bad, honestly. We'll see if it continues, though. Yeah, crypto rebounding here today, man. Market pulling back a little bit. I still think it looks pretty strong here. As long as it can hold over the VWAP, I think that's great news. Is it Celsius with an S or Celsius with a C? Let me look this up. An S. Weird. Who knew? All right. All right, guys. So we're getting ready to do our crypto show. So be ready, guys. Be ready. We're getting ready to do our crypto show. And so to all my brothers and sisters out there, stick around. You do not have to go anywhere. As soon as we close this stream down, it's going to bring you to our crypto show, which we're going to be starting right now. So good luck, guys. Also, check out Benzinga. Check out TopStep. Again, TopStep funds traders and futures. They give you a demo if you can hit their target. TopStep, or in the futures market in general, is the single easiest way to get around the PDT rule. In my opinion, there's the link. Check it out. Again, great way to get around the PDT rule. I don't know. A lot of them are saying S, and online it is with an S. So it's Celsius with an S. So for the crypto, I think it's specifically Celsius with an S. But yeah, we're going to be doing our crypto show, guys. So be ready. And yeah. All right, guys. We're going to be moving on to our crypto show. We haven't yet. What's up? What's up, guys? Starting the show right now. But yeah, guys, we'll see you guys there. Good luck. Let me make sure the redirect is saved. And then we'll be starting up the other stream. Yeah, so we look good there. Okay. And yeah, guys, we'll see you guys over there. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. When you go over to the crypto channel, the first thing I expect all of you to do right now, we still got 200 and something people here, is hit the subscribe button. Don't be stingy. Don't be hateful. Okay. You should feel terrible if you don't hit the subscribe button. And I'm transferring the stream over now. Good luck, guys. We'll see you guys over there.